It is feminine energy and the Devi aspect which keeps man not becoming terrorist. Otherwise, the extreme fanaticism added with the aggressiveness of the masculine energy does not bother about violence, lands into non-violence. Little bit of feminine touch, the love dimension added, people will not become violent, terrorists. They will be more loving, compassionate, caring, cultured. Feminine energy is enlightenment. Please understand. Awakening the feminine energy inside you is enlightenment. I'll first describe the feminine energy, then woman gender. See, woman has more possibility for feminine energy. Otherwise, feminine energy is not confined only to women. So understand the depth. In each one of us, there is an energy which constantly gives birth, expresses itself. Expression is feminine energy. All the adjustments need to be made for the expression is masculine energy. Please understand. The place needed should be created. Means naturally the old has to be removed. The destruction. All that work is masculine energy's work. But the very expression is feminine energy's work. If you see our deities, they will have two wives, almost all deities. Please don't think it is two women, two aspects of feminine energy. One, the aspect which gives the fulfillment, physical pleasure. The other aspect gives fulfillment emotionally as a mother. One aspect which gives fulfillment physically as a beloved, the other aspect which gives fulfillment emotionally as a mother. The very being, the very basic thing of the human consciousness, it can play both the roles. When you awaken feminine consciousness in you, you will see that you are radiating physical fulfillment and emotional fulfillment, which is enlightenment. Practically, which is enlightenment. I'll describe the Arunachala story. The story of Arunachala. The whole Arunachala story is story of woman, story of feminine energy. The story says that Devi was meditating and inside her being, the feminine energy got awakened. Please understand, not masculine. Feminine energy got awakened. She became Ardhanarishwara. The description exactly it says, in Devi, the feminine energy is awakened and she became Ardhanarishwara. Means half male, half female. You will be surprised. See, in male, if female energy is awakened and the description says he became half male and half female, perfectly alright. You can understand. But the story says, in Devi, the feminine energy, the feminine Shakti is awakened and she became Ardhanarishwara. Means, when a woman experiences fulfillment, she experiences her beloved aspect and mother aspect completely. By the nature of the muscle memory, women are hardwired for the major three qualities which can lead them to enlightenment quickly, which is a basic necessity for enlightenment: receptivity, passivity, and the ability for experiencing the feeling connection beyond logic. Please understand. Receptivity, passivity, ability to feel connected, feeling connection beyond logic. This three is part of the very biomemory of female body. Women, biomemory of women. Receptivity, the ability to receive the biomemory of the woman's body is not aggressive. It is based on receptivity, receiving. It is not based on violence. It is based on passivity. That is why sannyas or brahmacharya is lot more easy for the beings in women body than in masculine body. Even if you are in masculine body, when you experience the enlightenment, physiological mutation happens in your system. You just go beyond the masculine, feminine identification and identity. Please understand, I wanted to make it very clear. It is such a subtle subject. Please understand, an enlightened being is neither male nor female or child or transgender. He is beyond all this. Something unique happens in his system. Already, I have done a lot of medical researches and experiments on my body. And I am continuing further more and more researches and experiments. I will bring it to the world in right time, in a proper context, how an enlightened body is beyond masculine and feminine. Because during the enlightenment experience, the physiological mutation happens. Please understand, during the Satori, first experience, psychological mutation happens. And during enlightenment, physiological mutation happens. Because in masculine body, feminine consciousness gets awakened. It gets awakened so strongly, the physiological mutation happens. Side effects and after effects of the physiological mutation. Only I have studied, for last many years I have studied successfully. Now also I am continuing to study. I will present to the world when time comes. I wanted to insist this one important thing. By nature, feminine biomemory, women's muscle memory is for receptivity, passivity and feeling connection beyond logic. For enlightenment to be transmitted to you, you need to feel connected to something which is little beyond your logic. But masculine biomemory is in constant insecurity and fear. It is justified. Men say, no, we go out and do business and we are cheated, exploited. So we need to develop a shield of protection, security, and we need to think logically. Okay, it is justified. I am not saying your insecure feeling is unjustified. But what to do? Enlightenment happens only when you are able to feel connected. Women, by nature, have the extraordinary capability to feel connected beyond logic. Men should evolve in that direction, should create those higher qualities to achieve and experience and express enlightenment. Receptivity, passivity, feeling connection beyond logic are the basic requirement for you to radiate enlightenment, the complete fulfillment. When you are receptive, passive, just simple nature can give you enlightenment. Nithyanandeshwara Samarambam Nithyanandeshwari Madhyamam Asmadacharya Parayantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Srimahans, Mahants, Tanidar, Kotari, owners of Sarvanyapita, visitors, viewers,
sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV, Ara TV, Nakshatra TV, and two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, Seattle Adinam, Los Angeles Adinam, Ohio Adinam, Temple City, California, Toronto Adinam, Kuala Lumpur Adinam, New Zealand, China, Oman Adinam, San Jose Adinam, Dublin, Ohio, Oklahoma Adinam, Vancouver, Guadeloupe, and lot more cities. I welcome all of you with my love. Yes, let's come back. Nithyananda Nagara Bididi, Puduvai Adinam, Hyderabad Guptakashi, Singapore Adinam, Kastav Croatia, Trinidad, Bangalore North, St. Louis, Houston Adinam, Ponca City, Morris Plains, New Jersey, Rajabalayam Adinam. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Today Navaratri, third day, and Venkateshwara Brahmotsavam, second day. Devi is gracing with Lakshmi and Saraswati in Visalakshi Alankaram as a queen of the whole cosmos, ruling the Vishala, everything. She graces in this form in Kashi, so she is gracing in the same form today as Visalakshi and Venkateshwara with Sridevi and Bhudevi. Bididi Devi is on Sainalankara, resting in Yoganidra Samadhi. Let's first receive their blessings and then enter into satsang. Bididi is also celebrating Venkateshwara Brahmotsava. Venkateshwara is gracing on Swarna Hamsavahana, the golden Hamsavahana. Venkateshwara's Brahmotsavam and Navaratri, both are happening simultaneously in Bididi and of course in Varanasi. I wanted to share just few more things on mother worship, then enter into satsang, because it is such a beautiful subject. Understand your day-to-day habits, the way you respond, whether you get angry or you are always cool, what for you should get angry, what for what you react politely, how nasty you can get when you get angry, or when you are polite, how you behave, you are good, bad, all these habits. Understand the word habits are from Father. He teaches you. That stays in muscle memory. But how you cognize you, the innermost image you carry about you, comes from mother. It stays in biomemory. Understand? Your behavior, responding patterns are from muscle memory. That stays in your muscle memory. That's from father. Usually, he educates you about the outer world. He contributes a lot to your outer image. He contributes a lot to how you behave with the world, how you relate with the world, what you should and you should not, vidhi and nisheda, do's and don'ts. Vidhi and nisheda, do's and don'ts. That comes from your father. That is why if you had a father who is unstable, your relationship with the outer world will be very unstable. That comes from your muscle memory. But the way you cognize you, your inner image, comes from your biomemory. That stays in your biomemory. Completion with mother only can heal and complete your biomemory. Mother worship is the direct method. Understand? Mother worship is the direct method. That's the word I'll use. Most direct method to bring completion in your biomemory. The attitude, the bhava, which forms the basis for the way you connect with the life, with the world, the same attitude forms the basis for you to connect with yourself. Please understand. That is what we call karma in Vedic tradition. If you judge, you will be judged. Why, you know? Because the basis with which you relate with the world, the same thing will be the basis with which you will relate with yourself. Don't think when it comes to others you can utter the strong words. When it comes to you, you can just be very cute and friendly. No. The strong words which you utter towards others will be the same strong words you will be uttering towards yourself. Listen. The strong words you utter towards others will be the same strong words you will be uttering towards yourself. The attitude you build towards others will be same. That's the same way you will be relating. That will be the basis for you to relate with yourself also. That is why I insist, bring motherliness in all your relationship with others. You will bring so much of motherliness in your relationship with yourself. You will be able to heal you. You will be able to feel you. You will be able to be complete within yourself. When you bring tremendous healing energy of mother in your day-to-day attitude with everything, suddenly you will see you will become so cool with yourself. I tell you, the best thing can happen to a human being is ability to be cool with yourself. because you can't be cool with yourself, so much of frustration with yourself, you go on abusing left and right anybody comes in front of your eyes. You say, this fellow has cheated me, that fellow has cheated me, that fellow has cheated me, that fellow has exploited me, he has swindled me, he robbed me. Understand your inability to be with yourself, your inability to be cool with yourself is the frustration in your system. I tell you. Understand? I really want to tell you. Bring mother worship as part of your cognition. You will be so cool with yourself. You will be so complete with yourself. You will be so settled with yourself. The fear, frustration, because of frustration inside, how you possess objects or things or persons. Understand? When you are frustrated, suddenly you will have so much of possessiveness to the property you have, or the car you have, or the bank balance you have, or the persons in your life. You will just suffocate the objects and persons who are part of your life. I tell you. Let the car be in garage, not in you. Let things be in their place. Your inner space should have place only for completion and joy. The bliss. The moment you start cognizing frustration with yourself, the first thing you do, then I don't have anything in the life. Come on, catch. Like an octopus. The wealth you have, persons who are in your life, when that grabbing starts, understand, it feeds into your frustration. It doesn't heal your frustration. I have never seen anybody healing their frustration by grabbing and possessing. No. It doesn't. It doesn't. Understand? The mother energy, completion with mother and connecting with life as mother, bringing motherliness in your every relationship, not only connecting with the source of life as mother, for whoever you are source of life, letting them connect with you as mother. That's what I said. Be a child to your source and be a mother to all the people to whom you are a source. This brings so much of inner healing. Understand, the most powerful, ultimate asset you can have in your life is inner healing. It is not economically costly, but it is psychologically costly. Psychologically, to live the life of inner healing, you may need to sacrifice a lot of stupid things. You may need to remove many garbage. Think, oh God, these garbages were there with me for last 25 years. How can I give up on them so easily? Mother worship will bring so much healing. So much healing. Mother worship will allow so much completion. Try connecting with your God and Guru as mother. You will have so much inner healing, peace. Navaratri is the time to connect with Cosmos as mother. Celebrate Cosmic Mother. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nithyananda Dhyanapītam, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.
Shiva is the source, but source will always have certain kind of a static feeling. Please listen. All source material
will have certain kind of just being static. But making the source material active, like an atom, that is a source material, but if it is static, it is not going to be directly useful. Either it has to break and become active, or join with another atom and become active. All of you understand what I am saying? See, atom just by being is not going to be directly useful. Either it has to join with another atom and become active, or it has to break and become active. Only when it becomes active, it is directly radiating energy, power, does what we want. See, the source becoming dynamic. You always think leader means who doesn't do anything, just everything everyone does and he makes them all do and he just sits. But a real leader, the core of him will be more active than anybody under him. So the core need to be with Shakti, alive, active. So now you will see that very core becomes active. In a way, only when Shakti enters, Shava becomes Shiva. If Shakti is not there, Shiva is only Shava. See, only when the Devi sits, it becomes Pancha Brahmasana, means where the five gods, Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Ishana, Sadashivam, all the five make a seat. The five God means five activity: creation, maintenance, destruction, putting in people into delusion, and enlightenment, giving enlightenment. This five activity is done by five gods. All these five is the asana, seat for Devi, Shakti. When Shakti sits, it becomes Pancha Brahmasana. All the five become gods. When Devi is not sitting, it is Pancha Predasana, five body. So it is becoming active that brings life. The excitement created by verbalization, excitement infused by visualization, excitement infused by the Kundalini awakening, your consciousness waking up. These are the three levels of Shaktipada you go through. Every day in your life, these three Shaktipada, any one you go through, or all three. But always in these three something will be happening. If all the three are not happening, you will not be alive. You will be in depression. Literally dead, waiting for the breathing to stop. Waiting for the breathing to stop. These three fuels. Verbalization instigated excitement. Visualization instigated excitement. Kundalini instigated power. In these three, any one Shaktipada will be always happening in your life. Without all these three, you can't be alive. If all these three are not there, that's what I call depression or depression. To make it more raw. Stuck. Not knowing what to do, not moving what to do, not flowing with life. Understand? more and more getting comfortable with the Kundalini based excitement and functioning is Ishwaratva. Listen. Verbal inspiration, if it makes you functional, you will be a very logical person. Doing all the logical work, you will be so excited and you will be almost like a settled, you are in your best. I have seen few people, all they need is just a microphone. You don't even need to put volume, and they don't need people in front. Just a microphone and imagination that they can talk and people are there in the front. Enough. They are in their best. They don't care whether the people in the front are sleeping, sitting, listening. No, nothing matters. If you are visualization excitement person, you will forget even your food by painting or dancing or carving. I still remember there was a period in my life just decorating deities. I'll forget day and night. I tell you, decorating deities physically and taking care of the cows physically is one of the best vatavarana for your muscle memory and biomemory. Anybody feels stuck in your life, feeling confused, stuck, confused, don't know what to do, no inspiration. Understand, when you don't have inspiration and you want to hold on to your outer identity, you want to continue to keep up your makeup and arrogance, you become worst cunning. Now, you have to make up for all your failures by lying. That is the worst way of building muscle memory. But I tell you, the best way of building muscle memory and biomemory, when you take care of the cows, you see, please understand, cow is not something I am talking about because I am born in Hindu tradition. Please understand, the very biomemory, muscle memory, DNA of the cow awakens certain energy in you, joy, peace, completion, sacrifice. No wrong fuel is possible. Fuel has to be right. Constantly having the Kundalini Shakti and spiritual strength as fuel, and that fuel moving you. And when that fuel moves you, every small action you do will be power manifestation. If you make a call, it will be a boon for him who is receiving. If you answer a question, it will be solution for that fellow. Conscious resources. Awakening intense, pure, unclutched space. Listen to these two words: conscious resources, awakening, pure, unclutched space. These two supports one another. If you start manifesting power, conscious resource, that inspires you to unclutch. Unclutching makes you experience more conscious resources. More conscious resources makes you more unclutched. Like a Nirahara Samyama is one of the conscious resource. Ability to deal when your stomach is throwing tantrum. I need food, I need pizza, I need burger. Ability to handle your stomach when it throws tantrum is a conscious resource. And that inspires you to unclutch. And unclutching makes you manifest more conscious resources and makes you manifest powers. When you manifest power, you know the Kundalini Shakti oozing out from inner space and does wonderful, miraculous things around you. Please understand, the essence is basically awaken your Kundalini Shakti. Awaken your Kundalini and raise it to the highest peak frequency. When the Kundalini moves inside the system, at different areas it experiences different frequency. Raise it to the highest frequency and celebrate the life, enjoy the life as you want with this extraordinary, overflowing, excessive, luxurious life energy. Understand? That's the word I have to use. Only when you are, please understand what I am saying now, even medically verified statement, only if you have an excessive energy, these muscles even expand in smiling. Understand? Otherwise, how people smile, you know? Now I am telling you, life should be lived with luxury of energy. I am telling you, if you think the car you drive, the chair you sit, and the house you live, that only demonstrates your luxury. That is the symbol of your luxury. You are cheated. You are just cheated. It is the luxurious energy you carried in your stomach, in your heart, in your throat, in your face, in your crown. That is luxury. That is the best luxury. I tell you, when you wake up in the morning, the energy you carry in your stomach is, are you carrying a cramp, or are you carrying the gas, or are you carrying an uncomfortable acidity feeling? What are you carrying in the stomach when you wake up? And by the time you get ready for your everyday routine, you remember your everyday, what is the energy you are carrying in your heart? The moment you remember, you have to go to your office, you have to meet your family, you have to meet your teamily, you have to meet your team, you have to meet your boss, you have to do your everyday actions. What is the experience you carry when you remember your everyday routine in your heart? What's the energy you feel near your chest? That decides whether you are living luxuriously or not. the way you carry yourself, what your shoulders are feeling. Are you walking like this, almost collapsing, or are you carrying yourself? Drop yourself every day in highest Kundalini. I tell you, the definition of sleep, you should never feel tired, bored when you close your eyes and rest your body. You should not be feeling restless. Understand? Restlessness means insomnia, sleeplessness, turning this side, that side, tossing around. Neither you should be exhausted and drop yourself in the bed and fall asleep, nor you should be restless without getting sleep. It should be just entering into the energy space. And it is possible. I am not giving you any great theories. No. Just remember, last 10 or 12 hours, the wax with which you made this world, the circus tent with which you opened and running your circus, now wind up the whole thing, melt down the whole wax and drop it into the source and relax. The circus tent, the poles and the cloth and the lamps, rings and the ringmaster, animals and the visitors, viewers, fans who are clapping, and few people who are protesting that animals should not be tortured. Everybody is you. Every night when you are dropping into that space of powerfulness, remember, everybody is you. You are doing this drama. You already gave the script to all of them and playing the game. You are doing this drama. You have given the script. Just relax into that powerfulness which comes when you do completion. Every night before falling asleep, just complete whatever incompletions you remember and fall into that powerful space. Fall into that powerful space. Neither you should be tired or bored or exhausted when you fall asleep, nor you should be restless, sleepless. Feeling insomnia. Understand, insomnia and tiredness both are same. Don't ever imagine if you are tired you will fall asleep. No. It is not true. It is not true. You should never fall asleep if your body is aching, body is having any pain. Complete with all the physical, mental pains, boredom, all that. and just drop. Complete. When you fall asleep in the space of completion every night, your Kundalini will be raised to its peak. Because awakening the Kundalini and keeping it in its peak is more easy in the night time while you fall asleep than in the daytime. Because in the daytime, there are so many distractions. Even if you raise your Kundalini up, the moment you see your spouse, it comes down, tatak. And then you remember Anandagandha, this, that, completion, and bring it up. The moment you see your boss, tatak. And then you do something and tak, 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 bring it up. The moment you see somebody who gave you the loan, thumb, down. It just goes up and down like a roller coaster. But in the night time, if you just relax into the space of completion and soak yourself, drop yourself in the Kundalini energy, listen, then you will just have the luxury of life energy, Kundalini. Luxury of the Kundalini is the gift I am giving it to the world. Understand? Anybody who claims you are my disciple, follower, devotee, you should have received this gift, luxury of Kundalini. Luxury of Kundalini. That's the right word I'll use. No question of any powerlessness. The way you carry you, the way you walk, talk, sit, see, people should know you are carrying a VIP inside you. You are carrying somebody very important in your heart. When I had the enlightenment experience, first instruction Kuppamal gave me is this only. Around 2.5 days I was in that vast 360-degree experience. It will feel like as if the whole sky is centered on my Anandagandha. If I have to put a cartoon, huge, the whole sky, and I have to bring 2 lines and connect it to my Anandagandha. It looked like a huge balloon which is tied to my Anandagandha, and that balloon is the whole cosmos. She used to cook and feed me, and she also used to give a lot of uncooked herbs to prepare my body and keep my body stable. The first instruction she gave after 2.5 days, remember, Brahmaivaham. Please understand, she says, remember, this body is the vehicle of Brahman, cosmos. She did not tell me, Aham Brahmasmi. She said, Brahmaivaham. Means let this body is a vehicle of that Brahman. You are carrying the most important person in the world. Not VIP, very important person. MIP, most important person. Let's create a new word. Most important person. Brahmaivaham. Luxury of the Kundalini. Again and again I want to repeat that word. Luxury of Kundalini. Veda Shastra Guru Tattva Swayam Ananta Lakshanam. As per the Vedas, Shastras and teachings of the Guru, myself is the pure bliss. When you come to this experience, that's what I call luxury of Kundalini. How you carry your shoulders and neck every day when you walk out of your room to live your life. What you carry in your eyes to share with the world. Understand, whatever you carry in your eyes, nose, face, mouth, it gets shared with the world without even you pressing the share button. First, nothing can be destroyed. Please understand, none of your actions, thoughts, plans, emotions, words, nothing can be destroyed. Everything is addition to existence. Every moment, every one of our thoughts, words, actions, everything just go on, gets added to existence. 10,000 years ago, what rishis were doing on the banks of Saraswati is still available in the cosmic archives as if it is happening now. Please understand, 60,000 years before, what human beings were doing in the Ganges civilization is available as if it is happening now with the 4D clarity, not just 3D, 4D clarity. Nothing can be destroyed in the world. Everything is stored. Akashic records are the cosmic archives of everything happened, happening, will happen. And one more important sacred secret you need to understand: time is not three as you think, past, present, future. It is the small mind which cannot see things as it is, which constantly needs to segregate. For example, if you keep a fruit basket on the table, ordinarily if you look, you will look in one moment and you know it is a fruit basket and 5 different fruits are there. But for a child, it cannot grasp the whole thing immediately. It will say first, oh, banana, then mango, pineapple, apple. It can understand only one by one. Same way, the past, present, future. In Sanskrit we call it Kala. Only a ignorant mind which cannot grasp perceives as past, present, future. But in truth, it is not 3 different things. An enlightened being sees Kala as one entity, one experience, one reality. Continuously, wise men all over the world, again and again, in all religions, repeat this one truth: history repeats itself. Understand, the patterns are same. So it is not even repeating, it is rebeating. The whole life is certain rhythm with certain beats. That rhythm is continuously moving. Even the word repeating is not right word. Rebeating is right word. History is constantly rebeating itself. Because past is not independent of future and future is not independent from the past. They are just single unit. Your innermost consciousness can just experience all 3 at a time. Simply, it can experience. Past, present, future. All these 3 are just the very integral part of your inner space. When your consciousness leans towards past, it is caught in greed. When it leans towards the future, it is caught in fear. when it is sitting with the present, it is inspired. Please understand, when it moves towards the future, it is caught in fear. That is why it jumps to greed. Fear is a wound, greed is a medicine. When greed is a wound, fear is a medicine. Fear heals greed, greed heals fear. Fear reduces greed, greed reduces fear. Greed reduces the fear and brings you back to the reality. And greed reduces the fear and brings you back to reality. Past, present, future. All three are one entity, one existence, one unity. Just with the consciousness which does not get stuck in the fear or in the greed, you can see the whole. You can see the whole. Please understand. You can see the whole. Past, present, and future. I'll give you a very simple understanding. As on now, each one of you will be having some fears about the future, some desire about the future. Constantly your inner mind will be projecting your fears are going to be reality. But your desires are saying, no, your desires should become reality. So now leave both. Leave the fight to your fears and desires. You just back out in the fight without supporting fear or desires. Please understand. If you just distance yourself from your fears or desires, even now, just distance yourself, back out, and look at the future without any of the projection. You will simply be able to see your past, your future, your present. All three of them does not have watertight compartmented separation or boundary walls. It is just one flowing into the another. Akashic records are the verbal, visual, 5-dimensional document. When I say 5-dimensional, I mean any incident as it is happened, including the smell that was there at that moment. The smell and the feeling of touch means the weather, temperature, visual, sound, and the emotion. All 5 dimensions are packed and recorded in the Akashic records. Please understand, just like a film in the camera captures 2 dimensions of visualization and verbalization. In the video camera, visualization and verbalization both are captured. Same way, The film in the cosmos is space. In the space, all 5 dimensions, sound, visuals, smell, taste and touch, all 5 dimensions of whatever is happening is continuously getting recorded. As the future is nothing but the extension of the past, the future is also predetermined. The major course of the future is predetermined. Please understand. In the past, in India, people were sitting on the floor, having plates and eating with the hands. Idlis, the old breakfast. Then, now people sit on the dining table, use the spoons and forks, maybe eating pizza. In the future, they may be sitting somewhere, eating something, using something. That may change in future, but they were eating only through mouth in the past, now also only through mouth. In future also they will be eating only through mouth. That cannot be changed. So the major things in the past or in the present or in the future cannot be changed. Please understand, when I utter the word future is predetermined, realize the freedom in you. Don't be frustrated. All the frustrating parts of your past can be changed. Only the components and the parts which puts you in restful awareness are predetermined. Let me describe more clearly. The parts which affects you with fear and greed always have a possibility for innovation. If you are affected by the fear of a snake or greed of something, those things can be changed in your future because that is not reality. But there is something which is reality, which always puts you in restful awareness. That cannot be changed. Let me give you one example. From Vedanta, I know I am talking about very subtle concepts, very subtle truths. If you are a new person, new visitor, and it is too much for you, I sincerely apologize. But the subject Akashic Records is too big subject. I have to reveal the truths. Please understand. In the dark night, you are walking in a forest alone. A rope is lying on your way. The moment you see first thing, naturally, you will have a fear stroke. It may be snake. At least for a few seconds, you will be in that mood. It is a snake. And most of us, our eyes have so much of power. It will show as if that end of that rope is moving little bit. That's power of our eyes. So you will have the fear stroke. In few minutes, if you observe that rope very closely, strongly, intensely, suddenly you will realize, no, it is not snake, it is just ordinary rope lying. Then you will just settle down, relax. First, the impact happening on you, that fear. The second, the realization of you relaxing into the restful awareness. So these two components are there in this whole incident. This falling back into the restful awareness can't be changed even in future. The restful awareness is reality that does not change in the past or in the present or in the future. When I say future is predetermined, I mean the component of the restful awareness is predetermined. You have to fall back on the restful awareness. So be free. You have no suffering. No incident in your future can destroy you. You have to fall back on the restful awareness. It is predetermined destiny of every being. But the component of this fear can be changed. Instead of the fear of the snake, you may superimpose alligator on that rope. If it's a big rope with few stones around it, few leaves placed around, you can project an alligator instead of snake. So the possibility of the projection is the changeable part of your future. And the possibility of falling back on the restful awareness is predetermined part of your future. When enlightened masters say future is predetermined, they are saying the truth. When enlightened masters say future can be changed, can be altered, they are saying the truth. Please understand. When enlightened masters are saying future cannot be altered, it is predetermined, they are saying the truth. When enlightened masters are saying future can be altered, it is your freedom, they are saying the truth. When enlightened masters are saying both are truth, they are saying the truth. The Akashic records are, it's like a password being handed over to you. All the informations are there and this is the password, please see it, that's all. The Akashic records are like DNA of the universe. Each soul has its own Akashic records. And there are collective records of all souls of all journeys. That's what I call, all souls of all journeys is what I call Hiranyagarbha. So now I'll add some of my insights. First thing, understand, all the information you collected through all your births is available in your DNA. Second, you can access some of them just to understand and not to waste the time doing the same actions again and again, thinking you will have the joy end of this action. See, it's like if you have done certain action and you did not receive the joy which you wanted, and if you forget that you did that action and did not have the joy, you will be trying it again and again in various ways. But if you remember, you did this action, did not have the joy, you will not try it again. You will not waste your time on it again. So accessing DNA code, reading Akashic record will be useful in that way for you to become enlightened. Not to waste your time on the foolish things which you are trying to do again and again and again.
For example, fighting with the master. You know, end of the day I am only going to win. And even if I let you win, means you are losing the whole game. That is why I am just letting you win, or feeling that you are winning. This is one of the major foolishness. But if you have the access to Akashic record, even once or twice, if you have access to the past once or twice, through your DNA, suddenly you will be awakened. Oh God, how many times I will be doing this same foolishness? It is time. Start living, doing, and no making decision. You will learn the art of surrender. You will learn the art of surrender in your practical life. That is why sometimes I encourage few people to go for this Nadi reading. Because this Nadi reading is Akashic records outside your DNA. Sometimes it will not be 100% perfect, and you will not have a trust also. Even if they miss one information, did not read properly, because it is so subtle, not only the word, even the interpretation. So subtle, sometimes you will miss one information, that reader misses one interpretation, and you lose trust over the whole thing. Try to read the Akashic records inside the DNA. That is why sometimes I read your DNA and tell you. Then if you go and see the Akashic record and matches, then you will have the tremendous respect on my word, which I read as your Akashic record, and the Nadi, which is the outside Akashic record. From the pure space of Kalabhairava, Paramashiva is revealing all these great truths to the world. Please listen and internalize. All these truths are independently powerful and capable to make your consciousness into super consciousness. Your consciousness is the seed, it is a possibility. If you understand these great truths, it can flower into super consciousness. The seed is waiting to flower to achieve its completion and fulfillment. Listen and cognize these truths, you will achieve completion and fulfillment, ultimate enlightenment. Listen. The first truth. Kala continuously meets your consciousness now. So the mood of your body, your mind, your physiology, your psychology, you keep now, plays a very important role in your whole life. If you keep the now in incompletion or hopes, that will continue forever. If you keep the now in the completion and clarity, that will manifest forever. Kala does not meet your consciousness in the past or in the future. He meets your consciousness now, in the present. So, again and again, during your present moment, be in the space of completion. Learn to bring completion to yourself, restful awareness to yourself
now. And do not have guilt or worry if you have the influence of the past and influence of the future on present now. Guilt or fear is a one more incompletion that is not going to help. So, not engaging with guilt, not engaging with fear, unclutching with fear, incompletions, guilt is the right attitude. Understand the official attitude towards incompletions, towards guilt, towards fear is unclutching, and all the further manipulation of fears, if you unclutch, life will become worse. All those fears are manipulation of fears. All those multi-level fears do not have the real existence. They are delusion. Constantly invading your inner space to destroy the possibility of enlightenment. Please understand. Anyone who comes to simple awareness stops behaving agitated, immature, rough, like multiple personality. All this layered fears, fear, guilt, powerlessness, incompletion are layered. Please understand, this is the Deva Rahasya. They all do not have influence over your present moment. This present moment, you meet the consciousness. Consciousness meets Kala directly. So, any practice you do in the present moment, for example, you declare completion. Immediately, even 2000 years of incompletion has no power over you. This is Deva Rahasya. Understand? This Deva Rahasya can empower the truth in you just like that. You can manifest Paramashivam now. Only thing, don't become arrogant. Don't become arrogant. When this truth was given to Brahma, he became Paramashiva. He became one with Paramashiva. But unfortunately, he could not maintain himself in that state. He started developing arrogance and started abusing Shiva and Guru. Paramashiva, who gave this truth to Brahma as Guru, he started abusing the Guru, thinking that he knows the whole business trick or trick of the trade or the whole thing. Then Kalabhairava manifests and removes his own head and makes him understand the truth ultimate, and again gives him back the Parabrahma space, and Brahma continues to do his responsibility of creation. Understand, Kala Bhairava is eternal compassion, eternal love. Whenever you express love, even in simple acts, like giving a smile, giving a sweet hug, without calculating, even simple act you do, the strength you feel is Kalabhairava's strength. It is Kalabhairava's strength. Extreme compassion, extreme joy, extreme ecstasy. Brings intense powerfulness and strength in you.
just go on be sharing smile and love to anything you see. Hug anything you see. If you don't have any object in front, hug the air. You will build strong body and heavy muscles like Kala Bhairava. Listen. Listen to this Deva Rahasya. Look everything you see with love. Hug everything you see, including the air. You will build healthy, powerful, heavy body and grounded being. Superconscious flowering. Sannyasa is seeing everything you see through love, hugging everything you see. One with everything you see. People, objects, animate or inanimate. In the cosmos, there is no inanimate. In Kala, there is no inanimate. It is a space where the big bangs and black holes, planets, suns and stars and moons evolve billions of years exist and dissolve spontaneously, simultaneously, without gap. Billions of years without gap. Meditate on it. Meditate on it. Meditate on it. It is Deva Rahasya. The moment you understand this, your third eye will open up.
And the great Guru Parampara, if I have to tell the names, all the names I remember itself will run into hundreds. From Arunagiri Yogishwara, Paramashiva himself, then Guhe Namachivayar, Guru Namachivayar, Virubakshi Devar, Seshadri Swamigal, Ramana Maharishi, Isakki Swamigal, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Mata Vibhudanandapuri, and Gautamashram Chinna Swamigal, Gautamashram Periya Swamigal. There is a long list. The Guru Parampara. Fortunately, we have many gurus, short biography, introduction, and some of them photograph. Photo, I think we have only some, maybe 20 gurus. But the short bio intro, we have at least documented biographical introduction, we have at least 100 gurus. The great Guru Parampara, unbroken lineage of gurus, the Guru Parampara, initiated me, accepted me, and given these great blessings. You can see the photograph of great Brahma Rishi Isakki Swamigal and Mataji Vibhudanandapuri, and me sitting in that Sarvanya Pita, in that same place. I bow down to all the Guru Parampara from Om Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambam Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam. Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Listen, I have various levels of gurus in my life. There are some of my gurus who just predicted I am going to come, the incarnation is going to happen. And before even I came, they left the body. But they were also reason for my incarnation. There are other gurus who predicted I am coming, and the moment they made sure that I am safely landed and they saw me as a baby, then they said, yes, now things are done. They left the body. Like Pundi Swamigal, Pundi Artu Swamigal, he just waited for me to land and settle down in the body. After I was born, I was taken to him. He confirmed that his father has landed and everything is going well. He just said, my job is done, and he left the body. There are some other gurus who made sure I settled into the body and start manifesting nicely, and made sure I have reached the non-return zone. I won't fall anymore into human zone. I have gone beyond the human zone. And then they left the body. Isaki Swamigal. He realized I have started flowering and I have gone to non-return zone. Nothing to worry anymore. And he left the body. After making sure. I think by 1991 he left the body. Pundi Swamigal left the body in 1978 itself. That same year I assumed the body, he left the body. After making sure I have settled and everything is okay, and he left the body. Then there are some gurus who continuously monitored and guided, gave instructions how I should be brought up. Like Kanchi Paramacharya, continuously he has given instruction to 230th Guru Mahasannidhanam of Tondamandala, who was my grandfather and my guru. There are some other gurus who made sure I have fully flowered and then left the body, like Kuppammal and Raghupati Yogi, all of them. They made sure I have fully flowered and then they left the body. There were some other gurus who made sure I have started my public life actively. Only then left the body. Yogi Ram Suratkumar. He waited till I came back to Tiruvannamalai and gave him the assurance that I am continuing the spiritual mission and everything is well. All is well and it is happening. And then only he left the body. In 2000, he left the body. Understand? I am telling you batch by batch. Kuppammal, Raghupati Yogi, Annamalai Swamigal. All of them left the body almost at the same time, in 1 or 2 years. Listen carefully. Only after I started the public life, everything is okay. Visuri Swamigal, Yogi Ram Suratkumar left the body. There were few gurus made sure even in my public life mission, everything is going well. I have been given continuous guidance and instruction. Only after they were assured everything is going well, they left the body. That is Tiruchi Swamigal. Tiruchi Swami left the body only in 2005. Till then, regularly, I myself will go and fall at his feet and ask for guidance, or he will send his disciples and call me. There are so many witnesses in Bangalore even now. He will send some of his disciples, Chettiars, and tell them, hey, tell Swamiji to come. When I go there, he will ask about every detail and he will instruct me. I tell you, I am brought up by very powerful gurus, most beautiful gurus who took my life as their life. See, actually, I am not a first generation success. I am almost like a third, fourth generation success. 3-4 generations before, the vision, ambition, my guru, Paramaguru, Paramartha Guru, they cherished. My Paramartha Guru poured all his ambition, vision intensely into my Paramaguru. And my Paramaguru poured all his tapas, energy, intention, intensity into my Guru. And my Gurus have poured all their intention, energy, power, tapas, ferociousness, everything into me. I am that intense manifestation. That is why within the 44 years, so much has manifested through me. The intensity of 3-4 generations of my gurus poured into me made all this manifest. And I had an amazing ecosystem of gurus. It's not just one guru, please understand. I had a beautiful guru parampara. It's like a university. I learnt Agama and Shaiva Siddhanta from Muduverumbulavar Vidwan Panduranganar, Yoga from Yoganandapuri, the science of Aushada from Narayana Swami, and Nirahara Samyama, and the science of Nirahara from Mauna Swami, the science of Advaita Vedanta from Isakki Swami, and experiential Suddhadvaita from Annamalai Swami, Tantra from Mataji Vibhudanandapuri, an amazing ecosystem. They literally did all the tapas in my body. And I will do the same for you. You all. As long as you are my disciple, you come and sit for the satsang, that's enough. I know what to do inside you, outside you, to make you manifest Paramashiva. I am a guy who makes it happen. No question of reasons. I always tell, valid reasons for your failure does not make success. Valid reasons for not doing is not equivalent to getting it done, making it happen. Make it happen. Shock everyone by making it happen. That's my life. last 44 years, this is the statement I can make comfortably about me. Shock everyone, surprise everyone by making it happen. Surprise the people who love you. Shock the people who hate you. But both by making it happen. Whether I surprise or shock, it's always by making it happen. Listen. From morning till night, from sunrise to sunset, they will make me do Surya Namaskar. Same way, in their old age, some of them were 90, late 90s, they will walk 6-7 kilometers up the Arunachala hill to get some herbs to make aushadha for me to detox my body. They walking up and down Arunachala hill to get the herbs is 100 times more difficult than me doing Surya Namaskar from morning till night, sunrise to sunset. When I see their dedication, I never doubt their intention. When I don't doubt their intention, I just do what they say. I submit myself to their ferociousness. It was such fortunate relationship. And fortunately in those days that the law of the land allowed kids to be brought up by gurus. There was no POCSO. There was no such law that kids have to be only with the parents. Kids are brought up by the gurus. And I had the fortune, law of the land at those days supported, not now. Now in India that POCSO law has come. A guru cannot tell the student. First of all, guru-disciple relationship is broken and a guru cannot tell the student to do even Topkaranam or Surya Namaskaram more than 3 or 4. It will be considered as a torture and over. If a student or the student's parents complain to the police, over. Fortunately, I had the time where there was no POCSO, amazing gurus and amazing parents who pushed me back to my gurus. Extremely loving parents, but absolutely clear and uncompromising. From sunrise to sunset, I would have done Surya Namaskar, which is roughly 11 hours. Tiruvannamalai, sunrise to sunset, usually 11 hours because the sun setting will be little early because the sun sets behind the hill. So sunset will be little early. In Tiruvannamalai, it will be seen little early because the hill covers. So those days there is no question of following the watch. We have to follow the direction. If we can see the sun, then I have to start. If the sun is not seen anymore, then I have to stop. So sunrise to sunset, I would have done the Surya Namaskar. Literally, I will feel all my joints are separate and I am separate. My mother will tie the gunny bag, bits, to my knee, to my hands, everything. She knows how I will be feeling. I'll scream at her, throw tantrum. See my Guru, he made me do this Surya Namaskar from sunrise to sunset. She will just keep quiet. Next day morning, early morning, 4:30, that's the time my Guru will come to pick me up for my training. She will come politely and wake me up as if nothing happened yesterday night. கண்ணு தாத்தா வந்துட்டாரு, காஃபி குடிக்க போலாமா? That's why she will wake me up. Means the Tata means Raghupati Yogi, my Guru, and he will take me and give me a cup of coffee first. There was a hotel, Udupi Hotel. Even now the hotel is there. That Udupi Hotel owner is the disciple of my Guru, Raghupati Yogi. So he will take me there and we both will have a cup of coffee, then start our yoga classes to temple. She will act as if nothing happened. Night I would have thrown tantrums, screamed at her. 10 times I would have divorced by my gurus. I would have used every known Tamil bad words to me, on my gurus, on my mother, on my father, on everyone. Next day morning, politely she will, Kanaya, Tata has come. Let's go for drinking coffee. She will not tell, let's go for the yoga. She will tell, wake up, let's go for the drinking coffee. As if he's going to give me coffee and make me sleep again, rest again. No. Coffee means over. Then I have to start again. From sunrise to sunset. I'll tell sometime, oh son, why are you coming? But I tell you, now even when I remember all this, feel so grateful to them. See, the greatest sacrifice a guru does is, even when you abuse him, he continues to keep quiet, waits patiently, secretly, and says, it's okay, all right, that is the way life is. And he comes back to you, knowing that you may abuse him again. That's a tyaga, sacrifice a guru does. I had that kind of amazing gurus. Fortunately, that kind of a legal system where the government has no right to interfere between guru-disciple relationship. I received every knowledge. Knowledge about body, mind, economy, herbs, medicines, even the knowledge about sex, everything I received from my gurus. Fortunately, at those days, law, society, ecosystem, above all, my parents all were supportive. One of my guru, Mata Vibhudanandapuri Kuppammal, who brought me up, the main few people who collectively took the responsibility of me and worked almost 24/7 for me is Isakki Swami, Mata Vibhudanandapuri Kuppammal, Yogi Yoganandapuri Raghupati Yogi, Narayana Swami Tatta, Tottakara Tatta, that's a nickname, Narayana Swami Pillai. These few people. Kuppammal will, in her old age, ripe old age, she will climb the hill, Arunachala hill, with just one walking stick to collect herbs to make aushadha, to detox my body, and come back. When she comes back, I have seen thorns in her leg bleeding. But not only she will not complain, next day after feet are healed, after 2 or 3 days again she will go for next trip to collect the next set of herbs. The fortune, best thing I had in my life is that kind of guru, legal, social ecosystem which did not interfere between guru and disciple. Above all, my parents were absolutely clear. My gurus are the decision makers in my life. Every time I remember their sacrifice, tyaga, sometimes morning when my guru comes to wake me up early morning 4:30 to take me for the yoga training, I will not even hold his hand. I will just keep my hands like this on my hip and walk. That is what you do now, blocking me. Same thing I used to do then. In those days, that old style of blocking the guru. Now in the modern day, the kids block in the Facebook and kids block in the social media. That is modern day way of blocking. The olden days way of blocking is, I will not give my hands, my fingers for my guru to hold. He will hold and walk usually, because the early morning while you walk in the Tirunamai streets, there will be stray dogs which will bark, and so he is overprotective of me, so he will hold my hand and walk. I will not give my hand for him to hold. I'll keep it in my hip to show that I am angry. And it is a torture. He is too demanding. So at that time, he will walk behind me, making sure I am safe. And I have seen their tyaga. I have seen their sacrifice. I have seen their love. I have seen how they poured their life into me. I tell you, That is why I am so grateful to that whole ecosystem. I wanted to revive that ecosystem, rebuild that ecosystem. All my extreme sacrifices is just to rebuild that ecosystem, revive that ecosystem. So whenever I remember the extreme sacrifice of my gurus, I know they made me. They are living through me. They are manifesting through me. It is just they. Guru Parampara, Guru Parampara, Guru Parampara. I have seen great yogi like Raghupati Yogi doing dharana, not only on his body, expressing those powers of dharana through my body, just like that, casually. One day, he told me that concentrate on this spot, Kurmanadi, you will be able to see all the stars. I started laughing. I had a very intimate, friendly relationship with him. Still, when I remember, I can cherish it. I had a great reverence, surrender, devotion. With all that, very friendly. I can say one of the important ingredient was there in my relationship with him, which I cherish still now. I was never surprised or shocked by the extraordinary powers he expressed. He said, it's okay. Somehow, in the deep down, even though I have not started expressing those powers at those moments through my body and mind, I just know I have all of them inside me.
Nithyanandam. So beautifully, Swamiji explained to us about the importance of Guru Parampara and how the Guru Parampara plays a major role in giving us, keeping this whole thing alive. Swamiji explained about how Swamiji's gurus had transmitted this extraordinary knowledge to Swamiji, and how Swamiji had it as a very casual cognition that if my gurus have it, it's just mine. See, this entire Parashakti Akashic Readings that Swamiji is making it available to us, this science is unique to Sanatana Hindu Dharma, and it is kept alive only through a living stream of Guru Parampara. This is something very important for us to understand today. How many of us are able to sit in different corners of the world, able to experience the auspiciousness, the goodness that is showered because of this Guru Parampara being kept alive? And nice to see many of you that are logged in. Nithyanandam, Ma Prematavasi, Ma Saroj Oplish, Ma Margarida, Chantal, Nithyanandam, to all of you that are here with us. Many of you are understanding the importance of Guru Parampara that Swamiji beautifully elaborated to us. Take a few minutes and please share. What did you understand and what did you exactly click with?
Sorry for the technical glitch. Today, all of us listen to about what the divine feminine consciousness is. We also understood about how the ultimate in life, all the best things in life are showered through Guru. Swamiji beautifully told, right? Swamiji is nothing but a small living stream of enlightened masters gone right. Parashakti Akashic Readings and various such indigenous traditions of Hinduism is from the living stream of the Guru Shishya Sampradaya, the Guru Parampara, which many of us, unfortunately, due to years of persecution, have lost touch with. How many of you even knew about gurus and the importance of guru in their life before connecting to Swamiji? Even the need of a guru, even the value of a guru is understood only through a guru. Such is the importance of guru. Because the Guru Shishya Sampradaya remains as a backbone of Hinduism to revive all these sciences. Today, all of us are experiencing the connection. We all experience the love, feeling connection, whatever we call it, right? That experience of the ultimate happens through us, through this sacred Guru Shishya Sampradaya, the Guru Shishya Parampara. Now, during darshan, what exactly happens? Like right now, in just about a few minutes, we're all going to be entering into the darshan. But let us actually understand what happens during darshan in our inner space. See, every day, all of you are sitting in the darshan. Many of you who come here, I know, or many of you so sincere, like every single day, you all make it a point to come and sit and receive the darshan. Please understand, without your effort, silently, without you taking an action, the divine inner space of Swamiji's, which is like the exact powerful cognitions, powers, the thought processes that happens in Swamiji, reflects inside your inner space, inside our inner space. This is what happens during the darshan. And it's a very, very powerful science. Because during darshan, what happens is you don't make a conscious effort. What do we do during darshan? We all sit and we all see the darshan, right? We all enjoy the music. But through every sense, you're literally experiencing the divine through the songs that each of these songs are mantras. And they awaken a certain energy channels in you. Similarly, through seeing, just by looking at Swamiji, you connect to those deities, you connect to those forms. In each of these forms, in each of these manifestations, Paramashiva as the ultimate, as a Nijavatara, he literally makes himself, mirrors himself into us. This whole science, all about the, all about darshan, the awakening of shaktis, mirroring of neurons, all of this is a practical science you can experience and benefit in your everyday life. Now, as we all prepare for the darshan, let us take a few minutes to actually understand how this process happens in us.
When people talk about the universe, they usually mean the vast expanse of space, billions of light years across. However, there is another universe, an unseen world that governs everything we see.
When we go down in size, trillions of times smaller, to the microscopic world, the rules are much less intuitive than the ones we're used to from the large-scale world.
The magic of the microscopic universe begins at about a 10/1000th of a meter, or the size of an atom. Matter behaves so differently at this level that scientists have developed an entirely new set of rules to describe what's going on. They call it quantum theory, and what it says is extraordinary.
This baseball represents a subatomic particle, like an electron or a photon of light, that routinely does all sorts of weird, strange things in the microscopic universe. The subatomic version of this baseball can be invisible, can go through solid objects with ease, can be in multiple places at the same time, and can seemingly go backwards in time and change the past. This means I could throw this microscopic baseball to first base and to home plate at the same time, or change the seemingly predetermined outcome of a play while it's still going on. Now this is the stuff of science fiction, but really we know it to be true, or at least it appears to be true in our quantum world. We get all sorts of weird things happening.
If scientists can understand how these weird things work, they'll be able to put them to use in our everyday world, revolutionizing modern computing and perhaps even allowing us to communicate across the cosmos instantly. The key to making these miracles come true is a process called quantum entanglement, and scientists are already harnessing this astounding discovery for both civilian and military purposes.
In quantum physics, what happens to an object over here can instantly affect an object over here, and over here could be millions of miles away.
This is how it works. When two subatomic particles interact, they can become entangled. That means their spin, position, or other properties become linked through a process unknown to modern science.
If you then make a measurement of one of the particles, then that instantaneously determines what the behavior of the other particle should be. And when the experiment is done, it's found that indeed the other particle's quantum state is exactly determined once you've made a measurement of the partner particle's quantum state.
That means if a scientist observes one entangled particle and forces it to spin clockwise, the other entangled particle will immediately start spinning in the opposite direction. That seems intriguing, but it's hardly earth-shattering until you consider that the two entangled particles can be separated by billions of light years. And still, the moment you observe one particle's spin, you've dictated the other particle's spin.
That's weird because it may suggest that information has traveled instantaneously, faster than the speed of light, from one particle to another. I don't understand it. I don't know that anyone does. Spooky action at a distance, as Einstein called it.
What's surprising is that when you make a measurement of one particle, you affect the state of the other particle. You change its state.
There's no forces or pulleys or, telephone wires. There's nothing connecting those things, right? How could my choice to act here have anything to do with what happens over there?
So there's no way they can communicate with each other. So it is completely bizarre.
Quantum physics, there is a term entanglement. Means when one energy source entangles with another, they interfere with each other. This interference can be highly positive and transformative and harmonious. Entanglement directly affects human beings. When you come in my breathing space, this is what happens. Your mind gets entangled with my no mind. If your mind entangles with my no mind, it is entanglement, thought level. Next, if your muscle memory gets entangled with my muscle memory, that is called entrainment. If your biomemory gets entangled with my biomemory, it's called enlightenment. Entanglement can move to entrainment, then entrainment can become enlightenment. Entanglement means two persons falling in tune with same thought. Entrainment means two persons falling in tune with the same idea. Enlightenment means two persons uniting beyond ideas. Understand, when you are in entanglement with me, I give my inner space to you, which is lighter than the outer space. all I do is, for few minutes, a few seconds, I make your inner space lighter than the outer space by removing the mass, dirt. Those few seconds you are in entanglement with my inner space, purest consciousness. Once you are exposed to that, by and by your biomemory, muscle memory, inner space, everything starts enjoying that space and starts living in that space. It becomes living enlightenment. This is the way. The entanglement becomes entrainment, entrainment becomes enlightenment. Entanglement is initiation. Entanglement is the most powerful way. Entangling yourself with an enlightened being is the most easiest and powerful way to raise yourself to the higher level and get enlightened. If somebody is swimming in the ocean, you stand and watch. Whatever brain activity is happening in that person's brain, even if you are watching, the same activities are mirrored in your brain, meaning the same kind of electric and neurotic impulses are activated in your brain. Now you know why just by gazing into my eyes, you are in the space of completion. I am swimming in the ocean of consciousness in the space of completion. So naturally, you are absorbed in total absorption. Actually, total absorption, totally being absorbed happens during energization. Whether you are there or not, it's my job. I just pull you to that space during energization, so you cannot escape. It's replicating the highest neural activities inside me, experiencing and living life with the cognition, energy and the inner space of an incarnation. You just sit and absorb, that's all. The Shaktini Pata is the word for quantum entanglement. If I have to roughly translate, Sadashiva uses the word Shaktini Pata. He goes even one step further, even taking bath in the same water in which master took bath or the deity has been given bath, and sprinkling that same water on your head. So, to the extreme level, Sadashiva describes this quantum entanglement not only in the physical level, even thought currents. If I express certain thought current and you are wow, you feel wow about it, then the entanglement has started. What is being told to you? What for I stand? What is the concept I share? And what I inspire in you only will get strengthened and become experience when I am entangling with you. The Shaktini Pata with me means the concepts for which I am standing will be reality for you. I am very clear, you are Sadashiva, whether you understand or not. And more of that truth I will manifest in your body, mind, muscle memory, biomemory, everywhere. That manifestation is powers, and more you manifest, play with the powers, more and more you will be grounded into the reality you are Sadashiva, ultimate.
I am entangling you for this experience. It is a pure spiritual process. The basis of the Shaktinipada itself is oneness, Sadashivatva, Shivoham. That is the basic understanding from where the Shaktinipada, the entanglement starts. So, in few days, more and more they start getting entangled with this truth. The more and more powers manifest. When they manifest the powers, they get more and more entangled with the original truth. Actually, powers are side effects of the entanglement with the original truth. When we express, manifest, we inspire the people who are seeing to come back to this original Shivoham space which they are also carrying. When you see somebody swimming, your biomemory gets the confidence you can also swim. That mirroring neuron effect starts happening. When you see power manifestation going on, even you get entangled with the Sadashiva space of the person who is manifesting the power. It's not bound by time and space. You are teleported to that space. You are transported to that mystery. You are transported to that level, to that initiation, to that experience. The entanglement happens more between the person's core consciousness and me. The moment he decides he is seeing me, that is enough. Even if he does not see me, his decision is powerful enough for me to entangle with that person. Shaktinipat is not limited to the physics of time-space. Even the two-way video conferencing screen is just to trigger that first few minutes. They need to be triggered, that software need to open up. Just for that only, the two-way video conferencing screen. After that few minutes, you may not even need that screen. The entanglement has started happening. So, how I heal through healers. Each one of my healer is continuously in entanglement with me. He may be wherever he is. That is what I prove when I materialize. See, when a devotee can receive vibhuti or kumkum and materialize, same thing. The deity also receives vibhuti, kumkum and materializes. How? When somebody's kundalini is awakened, when somebody is initiated as a healer, is in entanglement with me, same way the deity is also in entanglement with me. Once the prana pratishtha is done, the deity is continuously in entanglement with that super consciousness. I can give you a simple technique to have entanglement with me. Just morning, sit in the satsang, that's all. Every day morning satsang itself is entanglement with me. If you are in the entanglement level, just physical healing happens. If you are in entrainment level, means muscle memory, doing what I am saying, the transformation happens. If you are in the enlightenment level, just melting, the very mystical doors of life opens and the enlightenment, conscious explosion happens. And my every satsang is programmed. I can say entanglement enabled. The constant entanglement happens. That is why many times the ideas which you never heard directly from my mouth or from the discourse, you will be telling to others. You would have heard only 5 ideas, but
But when you expand it to others, explain it to others, when others question you, you will have 25 ideas coming out of you. You may be thinking, where did I get this entanglement? This levitation, Kundalini awakening, everything happens just through this great truth of entanglement. Nothing else.
Blessings to all of you. This quantum entanglement will make quantum enlightenment manifest in all of you. Whatever you think as your strength, like how much cash you have, how much gold you have, how much money you have in the bank, what all properties you have, your secret passwords, passcodes, your strength secrets, you will tell only to your son or your daughter to whom you are going to give your inheritance. Same way, most important powerful secrets Paramashiva has given to his son Muruga, Subramanya, in Agama called Sarvanyanottara. All the powerful secrets the father will tell only to his son. It's too secret. I am going to open that Agama and give all the essence of all those secrets. Secrets of Charyapada lifestyle, secrets of Kriyapada, secrets of Yogapada, secrets of Jnanapada. I am not only going to teach you, I am going to give you exactly what Paramashiva gave it to Subramanya. Because Paramashiva himself is manifesting to this being now, giving you all exactly what was given to Subramanya. Nothing is required from your side. Just sit like innocent Subramanya, Muruga at the feet of Paramashiva. I assure you, whatever was given to Subramanya, the whole life will be given to you now. Not just words, teachings, not even just experience, life itself. I am talking to each one of you sitting in your room. I will make you all Subramanya.
This is exact process of darshan, and this is exactly what all of us will experience today during the darshan. Now it is time for all of us to get ready to receive the darshan of Parashakti. And today we will be having the alive darshan of Devi Parashakti. Let us all get ready to receive the darshan. Please sit straight. Chant the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham